Hello, good morning, children. Today, your social science teacher, Jasveer Kaur, is here to teach you about your chapter number first, that is Rise of Nationalism in India. Rise of Nationalism in Europe, Rise of Nationalism in Europe, when we talk about it, earlier I have posted 3 to 4 videos of this chapter. Today I would like to show you some map locations regarding that has some concern with this chapter. That is like that. If we are talking about Europe, I have encircled this area with pen. You may recognize on world map. I have taken this world map, right? So you may recognize this area with the help of locations like this is India, just to the west part of the India. Moreover, this is the western continent, right? Western countries we call it, and I'll take it somewhat new. Here you may see that this is Spain, France, Germany, this one Italy, Austria, Hungary, these Siberia, this type of countries name are there in this chapter. So you must have known about their location. Like this is England, Ireland, right? जिसे हम यूके बोलते हैं, ये आयरलैंड है. Then this is Netherlands. Nowadays Netherlands in news, you know why it is, because there is 0 cases of corona. Denmark is there, right? Then this bunch like countries usually we talk in class. This is Norway, Sweden, Finland. Here is Belarus, Lithuania, okay, Holland, Poland, Germany. These are Ukraine. You have to know about these countries. That is regarding your this chapter, that is Rise of Nationalism in Europe. So you should know that we are talking about this Europe. And first video I told you about French Revolution. France is here, right? This green color country is France. This one is France. Below that is Spain, and इसके ऊपर just ऊपर Germany है, और this one is Italy. Last year most disastrous result were there ना, Germany और Italy के हम लोगों ने देखे थे. तो is like that. Here is also Switzerland, right? We talk with many times we talk about Switzerland also. And here it is Poland, okay? Poland, Belarus, Lithuania, Latvia. These are the major countries of this Europe continent. So in this way I thought you must know about these countries, and we have talked about France here, that is regarding French Revolution and that Napoleonic Code, because Napoleon removed all the privileges based on birth. He established equality, abolished feudal system, and make the peasant free from there, and they abolished everyday slavery, and women got right to vote there, right? This was sometime guild system was also removed from transport and communication, right? Jamidar, like we have slave type, is in this way. Like in India I have used the word. So such type of systems were there that were included in Napoleonic Code, and Napoleon done something very beneficial, not only for this Europe, not only for this France, but all over the world. That's why we make its name every time when we take that this is the revolution, this type of revolutionaries are there. And in okay students, let us move towards the blackboard. I'm telling you that what was also. So I have noted on some major point for you people, that how this chapter we are proceeding further. Like yesterday we talk about Italy unification, no? I told you in which area, north area, south area, west area was under the different empires. Like in French it was Bourbon dynasty, no? There were Sedania, Piedmont, like that detailed yesterday. Please see, when you will see this video, you attach it with the previous video also. Okay, dear students, so that you may be able to understand and correlate the incidents, because this chapter contains different incidents, right? So first I told you different incidents there. Today we will try to collaborate the incident and try to understand the theme. Got it? So in this way, in this class 10 social science chapter 1, rise of nationalism in Europe, in this chapter we will study about these major themes. We will study about these major themes. First was French Revolution, that we have done in our previous video, very first video. French Revolution left very important landmark in the history of the world, right? Not only India but other countries of the world have learned many things from this French Revolution, because this French Revolution paved the way to nationalism, and that nationalism further into nation state. It gave the concept of nation state, right? They want to make affectionate, love, patriotic with their nation, with their country. Citizens want this. When this revolution was there, so ultimately there was emergence of nation state. People wanted that they should perceive their identity, they should have their identities along with the nation, not one by one. They want to see it singular, not plural. They want to see it singular, not plural. I will take 1 minute extra here. Like when we want to perceive our identity, क्या हम जानते हैं कि हम है क्या? Most commonly I used to tell the student, do you perceive your identity as a student? Do I perceive my identity as a teacher? Everyone has an identity. Mother has his identity as a mother. So do whosoever is there, personally that person is perceiving his or her own identity. When citizen of a country perceive their identity as a citizen of a nation state, that is there. Okay, then they are in the spirit of nation state, they get them united. Then the emergence of nation state is there, that we'll discuss in unification of Italy and unification of Germany. Here I would like to tell one more concept, like you have studied in your previous class, rise of nationalism in India, na? India में freedom struggle fighters, तो like that there is unification of Italy है, Germany है. तो whenever there is a story of this nation state, it is divided into two concepts. One is integration, or that we call it unification also, and that next is second one just opposite to it, that is disintegration. What is that? That is disintegration. Like I'm sorry to say here, when we take the example of India, India emerged as nation state, right? When partition was there with Pakistan, but there was disintegration, because जब इंडिया आज़ाद हुआ था तो it got divided on the name of freedom into 3 different countries: Pakistan, Bangladesh and India. Bangladesh and India, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh. So that was not very enthusiastic story for India. This incident was not neither for India nor for Pakistan, because it has to tolerate different type of bad consequences, very, we can say, disastrous result. What type of displacement was there, how people have to bear this, tolerate this communalism, different type of rights are there, so many, right? So that is, this concept is there. Some countries of the world got integrated, some countries of the world got disintegrated, and here we are talking about integration. Integration of the countries. Those countries got integrated during this rise of nationalism in Europe period. One of them is French. Then we'll talk about, yesterday we talked about Italy, Germany left, then making of nationalism. Then there is a age of revolutions, 1848. Here we'll study about America also. Okay, 13 colonies were there, that I'll tell you story. Then Italy was also having its different almost 13 to 15 states. They got unified. Likewise in Germany, they were got unified. That's why when different states, suppose like we have India, right? India may suppose, not it's actually Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat, they get united. That is the unification. Like then give them one name, like India got united, all the states. You will study in your next chapter. Whenever partition was there, we got freedom. At that time, the major challenge was unity, because India has diversity. All the diversities to bring on the same platform was the major challenge. There are cultural diversities, no? Different religions are there, caste are there, regionalism is there, many more subdivisions are there. So that is spirit of nationalism, when the whole citizen belong to one nation state. They are recognized, like we are the Indians, although we are living in Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Haryana, anywhere in state, but we are the Indians. When we say that hum Bharatiya hain, that is our spirit of nationalism. We love our nation. India is the name of nation for us. Right? Exactly same way this was there in Europe. So this was the age of revolution. Then we will study about unification of Italy and Germany. Italy yesterday I told you, and Germany will study. Then visualizing the nation, very very important. And in this heading, unification of Italy, we will talk about England also, UK, right? UK, United Kingdom. Nowadays it is England. We call it Britain also. We will talk about it for this also. There is very important region, that was Balkan region. Area का नाम है, right? That we will discuss. And visualizing the nation, when all these, yes dear students, today's my attempt is to make you aware of the chapter. I want to pave the way what we are doing. I myself sometimes feel that this chapter is somewhat difficult, right? Because incident according to book are to understand, given incident in your book are somewhat difficult. We have to make collaboration of all the ideas. Then we have to understand what we are studying here, just story wise. Okay, so hopefully you are understanding this. That's why today I revising only your previous, not new thing, so that all the 3 videos I have summed up here somehow. I have tried my best for that. When we talk about this, I was telling visualizing the nation. Then these nations were there. French got its independence, मीन टू से फ्रेंच रेवोल्यूशन के बाद ये एक फ्री कंट्री हो गया था. एवरी पोलिटिकल राइट्स, फंडामेंटल राइट्स आर देयर with French citizen after Napoleonic Code also, right? Then it emerged as a nation state. When nation state is there, it is spirit of nationalism is created. Then there is unification. Now after this, what happens? We, each and every country tries to perceive its own identity as a nation in front of the world, right? This was also trend during those times. How we can visualize our nation, mean to say what would be there after unification, or we can say after disintegration, after freedom. How the citizen as well as the representative, the leaders of that particular country take the vision of future of their country. How will they plan for that, right? Economically, socially, very important, political administration, how they will plan about this. So that idea was the visualizing the nation, how Italy visualized the nation, how Germany visualized the nation. And here I would like to tell you about India also. As earlier I mentioned, there was trend all over the world to use allegories. Allegories, right? Allegory mean to say, literary meaning, to represent something in female spirit, in female figure, right? It is the symbolic personification of the country they have used. Like India used the image of Bharat Mata, they have used Germany, it was Armenia, and a Statue of Liberty you have seen. That was trend that they visualize the nation. The presentation of those images, how India's image was there, Bharat Mata's image was there, how was the image of Germania. Today please see from your book also, right, the spirit of Germania, how they have tried to see about this emergence, visualizing their nation. Then we will study about nationalism and imperialism. Nationalism and imperialism. Imperialism means to say colonialism simply, when different countries are under the colonialism of any other country, like India was under the colonialism of British, French, and this Dutch was under the French, right? Like I told you, Indochina is one country, right? Vietnam, that was under the control of France. So now back story is going to be revised here when they nationalism and imperialism, that is very next topic of your study, right? After that, so that was there that earlier French had to make a revolution. Now French started making slave other countries of the world. Like I told you that Vietnam was under the control of France, at that time, राइट जैसे आप एक सीरियल देखते हो सास भी कभी बहू थी, है ना? तो सास अपनी बहू के साथ वही करने की कोशिश करती है सम टाइम. आई डोंट नो नाउ अ डे व्हाट्स हैपनिंग कि जो व्हाट्स एवर शी हैज़ टॉलरेटेड शी वांटेड दैट हर डॉटर इन लॉ शुड टॉलरेट द सेम थिंग. So that was fantastically managed by this French upon other countries of the world. That is imperialism, जो खुद पहले गुलाम रह चुका है और वर्ल्ड के कुछ और कंट्रीज़ को अपना गुलाम बनाना चाहता है. That is, तो yes dear student, this is all about your today's chapter, and on map I'll tell you have to do this work, and please do take care while studying. Read these things carefully and listen this video. Accordingly, we will proceed further in my next video. Bye students. Take care.